Good morning, everyone. We have quite a bit to talk about today. First of all, let's talk about ceremonies. Do we have the slides for the Pureland Handbook Review? Anyway, if you ever get to it. Is it my imagination, or is it today the Wayno is different? Can you see any difference about how Xian Wen or YongHua chanted? Is it my imagination? Was there any difference? Idiots has been known to tell me I lied to you about stages and states. Well, I'm asking you today. You've been coming to the temple for a long time. Can you tell the difference the way YongHua did the ceremonies this morning or not? Yes, Black?
She sounds pretty good.
The voice is different, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay? When you cultivate, you can talk all you want, but you cannot fake your Samadhi level. Idiots will try to fake their Samadhi level. Okay? Idiots try to fake it with words. But they cannot fake, whatever they do, they cannot fake Samadhi level. And Samadhi level translates in your voice, in your comportment, in your behavior. Not here, but your behavior. That's why I judge you by. So you see, today, Xian Wen or YongHua's voice is a lot deeper, a lot stronger, yes or not, than the last time. Yes or not? Yes or no? One yes, one very, very affirmative and very confident yes. Why is that? Because the Koreans have been pushing each other. She felt the pressure from a young monk. Our temple is very brutal. You don't progress, it's your problem. Okay? You'll be left behind. You drop out. You quit. Like losers did. No one is forcing you. We teach everyone who's willing to cultivate. You don't want to improve? It's your choice, but no one is forcing you. So, it's because now YongHua is no lower than any other Korean Sunims here in the US. And congratulations. That's why I judge you by your level of Samadhi. That's your real ranking in my mind. I don't care how many years you have, how big of a temple you have, how much money your family has, you have. It's your Samadhi level that matters. That's the only thing that matters, is your Samadhi level. And what we train you is how to improve your Samadhi level. It's the only thing that matters to me. I have no other interest. I ask you to work. I ask you to do this, to do that, in order to improve your Samadhi level. Frankly, I don't give a damn about what you do. Whether you do it or not doesn't matter to me. Because if it doesn't get done today, it will get done tomorrow. If not tomorrow, it's going to be next year or 10 years later. It's not about the work. The work is about training you. That's how brutal we are. We train and train and train and train. That's the only thing that we do. What about the woodfish person? You see any difference today? Or not? For the last 3 years, of course you cannot tell the difference. The last 3 years. Every time she hits a woodfish, I shook my head internally. I said, oh my God, why there's a rhythm change, a pace change several times, every single time, every single Saturday, every single Sunday. And today, it didn't change at all. Why did it change? And why didn't it change today? Because after 3 years, she finally made it to the next level. Congratulations. That's a very, very big deal. I'm proud of you. Is that difficult? It's not that easy. Okay? Whatever you did to change the last month or so, that's why it happened. Before that, not willing. I knew that. I didn't say anything. It's your choice. It's your life. It's your cultivation. It's your career. None of my business. It's a very, very big deal. Okay? Good for you. Finally. It will get stronger and stronger and stronger. It will stabilize. It started about 2-3 weeks ago. You don't think I know? I don't say anything. Anyway, just to tell you that we may be small, we may not have a lot of people, but all we do is to cultivate. That's the only thing that we want to do. That's the only thing we're interested in doing, is cultivate. Okay? So that's why we set up all these things for all of us to cultivate together. The big the Great Assembly Dharma. That's all we're doing. That's pure Mahayana Great Assembly Dharma. So that's why we have the big Buddha Hall. We have space for you to cultivate. Those of you who have the blessings to come and stay with us, okay, on a temporary basis, like lay people, it's designed to help you as well. In what way? It's best, now I tell you, and we set all this up so that it's best that if you can arrange it, to come and participate from Saturday morning until Saturday night, stay overnight until in the afternoon or Sunday after the lecture, and then and whatever we do after the lecture, the mentor session, the 42 hands and eyes session, and after that, you should feel free to go shopping because you deserve it. Okay? It's incredible deal we're creating for you that people should take advantage of it. Okay? I've been very patient. I'm patiently investing in creating this kind of environment for you so that you should take advantage of it. Okay? If you have the blessings, you naturally ask for it. And we'll be glad to accommodate you the best way we can. Okay? Space is limited, of course. First come, first serve. But it's designed to do that, for you to do that. Why is that? Number one, Saturday morning, we do Chan. That's the core of our training methodology. Number two, we in a Saturday night, we do our mentor session. It's designed to help you. It helps so many people since we started at Lu Mountain Temple. Okay, because that's our Tantric Dharma. Okay, that's how we train our warriors. And then Sunday morning, that's when we practice Pureland Dharma. Okay, your future lives, your future. We're taking care of your future on Sunday morning, and your family's future, if you have the chance. And finally, on Sunday afternoon, we take care of your wisdom. Okay? Mahayana wisdom, your Prajna wisdom. So whatever you want to do, you want to take advantage of all those things that we make available to you. Now we're able to do that. And you see, our temple doesn't even look like a temple. We came from Lu Mountain Temple. It's like a house, two houses put together. Okay, for years we didn't have anything. Okay, no statues. You drive by, you can't even tell it's a temple. Until finally somebody decided to hang some Buddhist flags. I didn't even care you stop or not, you know we're a temple or not. We just cultivated. Okay, we came over here, you see that, for almost 4 years now. It still looks more like a church than a temple. Okay, that's who we are. We don't care. We just cultivate, and I simply save my money until I can afford it. Okay, and then I buy the good stuff for you. We're having, hopefully, by the end of the year, in fall, maybe we finally have our big Wanyin statue. I've been waiting for it for a few years. Okay, that's how patient we are. I When I first started in Lu Mountain Temple, the drum and bell you see behind me, big woodfish, and the bell right there are, what's the polite word for that in English? Something about horse, begins with a horse, something like that. Anyway, so what did I do? Well, I didn't say anything. We used it for years, and I saved year after year after year until I got enough money to pay for it. Why? Because it's necessary for the Great Assembly Dharma. Of $25,000, somebody decided to give me $2,500, which I didn't ask for. It's just heard. She just heard I was ordering something from Taiwan, and therefore she said, I want to help pay for it. Okay? We don't do fundraising. We don't ask for money. Okay? We buy whatever we can afford. Okay? I spend more money on these big bell and the drums than I spend on cars, than you spend on cars. Okay? It's funny because when you spend that kind of money that you don't have, that's when you appreciate how to take care of it, to use it properly. Every time you hit the woodfish, the bell like that, with this quality, you're making a tremendous offering to the triple jewel. I'm giving you that opportunity, the best sound possible. That's the second most important part of our cultivation, is to make offerings. Every time you do a ceremony, you're making offerings to the triple jewel. It's very important for you. I don't even have time to do ceremonies every day anymore. You get to do it. You are the one who take advantage of all my investments. It's not for me. It's for you, for all of you. Because it's for your own cultivation. And when you get to be one day you get to sit here in my position, in my place, and you have to do all these investments, naturally you know how to take better care and better use of these things. When I first started as a novice, I watched a lot of people hit the big bell, okay? Taiwanese, Chinese, Vietnamese, Japanese, Korean, you name it. I watch all of them, okay? And for some reason, I've always knew how to do it right. You idiots still don't get it. What happened to Sangwook? Just when I wanted her to hear this, she disappeared. The big bell here, I'm demonstrating to you, has a very sharp edge right here. You hit like this, then you are cutting into this hammer. and you're ruining it. I've always knew how to hit it properly, like this. You can hit it forever, it will not be damaged. Or you go like this. But for some reason, some idiots went to Taiwan and picked up all the bad Taiwanese habits, and you brought it back here, and all of you picked up on that habit, bad habit. You can't even tell. You can't even tell that when you do it like this, you are damaging the striker. You're damaging the leather. That's how stupid you all are. You don't think. You aren't even aware of what you're doing. And one day, when it's your turn to have your own temple, you know what's going to happen to you? You will not have a good set of woodfish and big bell. Because you are damaging, you are reducing your own blessings for doing ceremonies. That's how stupid you are. I'm giving you a chance to create blessings. What do? You're ruining your blessings. And you wonder why you're not progressing. You do stupid things after stupid things. I'm done with this. Please take it away. Thank you. In the prior years, I only talked to you about we are a temple that practices Chan and Pureland, because I wanted to explain to you, to differentiate for you our difference, our different approach, that you will find that no other real temple out there practices both Chan and Pureland, because they don't understand Chan, nor do they have a Mahayana Pureland Dharma either. That's our identity in Blue Mountain Temple. Way Mountain Temple, we are expanding, our broadening. We are unfurling our Dharma flag, our Dharma banner. We are also practicing Tantric Dharmas, which has been discontinued in China. My master brought it here. The Chinese don't have enough blessings to practice the Tantric Dharma anymore. That's why it's discontinued. Only the Japanese have it. But I assure you, the Japanese Tantric Dharma, to me personally, it is unimpressive. It's a lot of hot air, not enough results. Okay. The Vietnamese, what you don't realize is the Vietnamese quietly are very strong in Tantric Dharma. Okay. That's why I send my disciple, the old monk here, to Vietnam. It started when? When was I started sending you to Vietnam? 1915. Did you hear that? Oh, 2015, he says. I said, 1915. Yeah, coming from his own mouth, I haven't said anything. 2015, that's when we were considering having him becoming fully ordained, yes? 14, he became fully ordained in 2014. 2015, because 2014 I went over there, and by chance we met with this great Vietnamese fourth-stage Arhat by the name of Great Master Yu Bổn. Okay, and he's a tantric monk who left home life at the age of 6 or 7 and follow his shifu. So he's a pure youth cultivator, and they practice tantras, Vietnamese tantra. Okay, so he came from that lineage, the Vietnamese lineage of tantras. Okay, and so Venerable Yu Bổn, who passed away a couple of years ago, was at a high level and master at the old monk's own shifu in Vietnam. Yes, and then when Master Yu Bổn agreed to accept him as fully ordained monk. No, it's the other monk, right? So another high-level Vietnamese tantric monk also accepted Master Xian Chu as his descendant. So actually Xian Chu is even higher level than his teacher, his original teacher. So you're about the same level Yu Bổn, am I correct?
Hello.
A little bit lower? Same generation.
Như là cái dòng thì bằng nhau.
Bằng nhau, same generation. Yeah. So the person who fully ordained Master, the old monk, is even higher than Yu Bổn. Okay.
Cái dòng đó là ngang với Hòa Thượng Quảng Đức.
Yeah. Okay. So because Yu Bổn is one level below the burning monk. Okay.
Cái ngài Kiến Tánh là ngang với ngài Quảng Đức.
Yeah. Okay. So my point is that I kept on sending him to Vietnam to learn the Tantra Dharmas from this great Vietnamese Tantra monk, Tantric monk. Okay, and he's the one who certified him to be Thượng Tọa, be Sang Zuo. Okay, meaning he's high level ranking in the Vietnamese Buddhist community. So because even though the old monk doesn't have a lot of Dharma age, it's very young, 2014 is nothing at all, but his Kung Fu is very, very high. That's why that old monk, Venerable Yu Bổn, agreed to nominate him to be a high-ranking Sangha member on the Vietnamese Buddhist community. Okay, these people, you cannot buy it from them. It's conferred upon you because you deserve it, not because of hot air, not because of money. Okay, so what we have here is you should be proud. So you Vietnamese in particular should be proud that that in the U.S. You have a descendant of Vietnamese tantric school, Vietnamese tantric school. Okay, and I will guarantee you, I will pit him against any other tantra members in Buddhism, whether it's Tibetan, whether it's Japanese, whether it's Korean, I don't care. Okay? That's how good of a level of this Vietnamese Tantra that he attained. So take advantage of it, learn it. It's not bragging, I'm doing you a favor. Don't waste time. The old monk doesn't have much time left. You can tell, Can't you tell? He was dying, so we had to make sure he doesn't die too soon so that you have more time to learn from him. So take advantage of it. Okay? You don't, it's your problem, not mine. I didn't say anything, but now I have to reveal it to you. Any questions? So we are full. We have tantras, we have Chan, authentic Wei-Yang lineage Chan. We have tantras. We have the Vietnamese tantra in him. I never know what it is, but we also have our lineage Wei-Yang transmission of the Master Xian Wen's tantras. He's a specialist in tantras. And of course, we also have our own Mahayana Pureland as well. So, and then we lecture on Mahayana Sutras every single weekend. And we're going to step it up as well, because eventually I will go to San Jose, assuming they get their own permit, so that we can officially function as a way place up there. Then I start lecturing in sutras up there as well, because we need to explain more sutras for your sake. I need to add more to the English Mahayana Sutras. More than the English translation, my master's Chinese explanation, Mahayana can cover. They miss a lot of it. I'm going to add more. That's why we need to add more sutra lectures. A monk's job is to lecture Mahayana Sutras. I encourage all of you to prepare. I prepared to lecture for years, even though I got no help at all. I prepared. I read and read and read and read. So read up on the patriarch's explanations. You cannot go wrong. That's who we are. That's who you should be. If you're a level person, you want to be a professional monk and nun, you should be lecturing on sutras. That's our jobs. That's your jobs. After I'm done lecturing, then your turn to lecture. Prepare. I started preparing to lecture sutras as soon as I left my master's Buddhist association. Because I knew, unlike you, unlike them, I knew that in order to support myself and justify myself as a monk, I need to lecture on sutras. You know, those things came naturally. No one ever told me. Like no one ever told me how to hit the big bell properly. It's instinctive. And before I forget, and we need to stop very soon because we need to do a intervention here today. The way if you want to take advantage of our facilities, you know, by the way, I'm very pleased that San Jose is doing some cultivation for what they have, and is helping the people up there. But what we have down here is a lot more than they have to offer. Okay, so when you come to Wei Mountain Temple, you can take advantage of it by before coming, making sure you turn off your gas stove, lock up your houses, your apartment, so that you don't have to sit here and worry about, did I turn out my gas stove today, or did I lock up the front door when I left? Did I turn on the alarm when I left? Okay, because you don't want to have those thoughts bother you. But once you come here, okay, it takes a little bit of time, but eventually your thoughts will die down, and your worries will will disappear gradually as well. And that's when one thing you can do to help your cause is just to follow the schedule and drop those thoughts. Drop your thinking. Just follow along. And whatever worries you have, by force of habit, because the fact that it's important to your life, your normal life. Of course, we all have worries. All that you should be doing is temporarily put them aside while you're here. That's all. That's all you have to do. And you will see big changes in you. Just blend in. Do what everyone else is doing. Okay? And drop your worries. You have plenty of time to worry again come Sunday afternoon. Okay? And you find out how wonderful it is to be able to have that opportunity. You come away energized and relieved. Okay? It's a great opportunity, so I hope more of you will take advantage of it. All right? When you cultivate, you have no worries. Don't worry about anything. We're here to help you cultivate. That's our commitment to the community. Whatever we have, we're willing to share with you. All right? Any questions or comments? If not, then we take a short break and come back and do the lunch offering. Okay, thank you all.